Hey guys, welcome to my new office. This is Andrew Riley with Breaking the System. This is my newish office.
Probably what y'all will be seeing of me here in the near future for a little while. I had to move around because of the oil field, which is what my day job. So anyway, I've been in some debauchelage debates with a couple of people off of SciManDan's comment section in one of his latest videos. Going back into these comments, I thought it was really cool. I commented on SciManDan, one of SciManDan's videos, like I was saying just a little while ago, and he actually replied to me, and I was taken back, and I've got it here. You know, I was like, are you talking to me or are you talking to somebody else? Because there was two Andrews on there, me and another guy. Now mind you, this is my regular YouTube channel. This is the one that I have my music. I've had it for years, but it's not for the public. That's my personal, that's mine. Now the one that I got for the public is under Breaking the System. But anyway, so going into this, I thought that was really cool. SciManDan, I love his content. I do think he's smart. I think he's just deceived. And he actually, speaking of, he said that I guess I should say, he said he watched one of my videos. I don't know which one, but I hope he happens to watch some more in the future to understand that, I hope he watches this one to understand that I'm not trying to come against him in any way, shape, or form. Just the way I look at it is, he's putting all of these points out. These are my points. I haven't been able to find anybody that has anything to say to SciManDan besides one person, and that one person, flat earther wise, that one person SciManDan used in one of his videos. So I wasn't going to do anything like that because SciManDan did. So anyway, but I'm gonna show these comments. I'm not gonna show them long, for the fact that save time of this video. So if y'all want to read them, just go ahead and pause them. And the reason why I started talking about the centrifuge and the water situation and all of that, and then I'm going to be going into that here in just a minute. So anyway, if you guys want to read those, then go ahead and just push the pause button, read them, and then you guys will see what's going on here when I start talking about the centrifuges. One of the things was water and how it doesn't stay level, or how it does stay level. I mean, in a plane of some sort, a bowl, a dish, your pool even, it's got a perfectly level surface. Yes, if you put it in a tube, it's got the meniscus, as this guy pointed out. Anyway, right now I ended up finding a video on YouTube about a centrifuge. I apologize. I used to work with these, I guess about 8 years ago now, in the oil field, and this machine is designed specifically to separate solids from liquids. Now, anyone that has any sort of science background will understand exactly what this is and what I'm about to say with it. All forms of science, doctors, medicine, science, geology, I mean, you name it, centrifuges, food plants, I mean, you name it, they have centrifuges all over the place. Now, for those of you that don't understand how centrifuges work, I'm going to go ahead and show a little bit of this video to help y'all understand how exactly centrifuges work. Right now I'm going to show you this. This is the inside of the centrifuge. The centrifuge has many components, one of which has there's an intake and then the separator, and then there's a place for the solids to escape, and then there's a place for the clean liquids to escape. Alright, now in this video you guys will see that the liquid that is mixed with dirt and solids comes in and it gets separated. Solids goes out to one end, liquids come back the other. Well, then in this next video you'll see it where just regular water goes in and there's no solids in it, so solids can't come out, and just liquid or water, the liquid, comes back out this other end. Now the reason why I showed you these clips is plain and simply because it just goes to show what I was explaining to this guy in these comments about the centrifuge and the bucket. If you take and you put 3 or 4 inches of water in a bucket, a 5-gallon bucket, and you take it and you swing it around your head, the water is being pushed towards the bottom of the bucket. Now if you take and you have that force being pushed towards the bottom of the bucket, that is throwing the water out away from where the action is started in the spin. Now it's just the same as the ride, the carnival ride, the Gravitron. When you get in that, it is designed at an angle and the spin point is in the center of the ride. When a bunch of people get in and this thing is spinning at whatever it's spinning at, it creates a pull that pulls the people up on dollies against the walls and glues the people to the walls, in the sense of the word, with that invisible force. A lot of people say this is gravity. You're doing an opposite, you're having an opposite reaction with the gravity because of the fact that you're doing that spinning force. But plain and simply, this is physics 101. You are creating that force. So if you take and you did this with, let's go back to the bucket example, a 5-gallon bucket with 4 inches of water. Now you put, instead of having a solid bottom on that bucket, have one that gives at, let's say, 50 pounds of pressure, right? Well, when you go to spin that bucket, then, that water will sit in there and will not come out. 2 or 3 inches of water, it doesn't have enough pressure to come out. Now when you start to spin that bucket with that water in there, you are creating what is known as a G-force, or a invisible force, as I mentioned earlier, that is pulling on that water. So that bottom that is now
50-pound limit, that has a 50-pound force limit on it, will open up and release the water out of that bucket. And it's the same thing for a tennis ball. I've showed the pictures in my previous videos. It's the same thing. It creates a G-force. Anything that is spinning creates a G-force. Now, SciManDan has made a few videos, or at least one that I know of, and I'm not even going to worry about bringing any videos in, or any of his video in to explain this, but he says that because the Earth is so big that it doesn't create a G-force, it creates gravity instead. Well, common sense, or just plain simple understanding of physics 101, when you spin anything, I don't care how big it is, it creates a g-force. People do it continuously do it. There's a negative g-force and there's a positive g-force. A negative g-force is when you
and use an example. If you're flying in a plane and you just all of a sudden just completely drop out of the sky, that would create a negative g-force, which would a negative force, which would create as if you were being levitated or no gravity in the plane, to where there's no force being pressed upon you. Well, the G in G-force stands for gravity, but according to the scientist, it stands for gravity. But as I'm explaining here, and as I show in this video, G-force, or that force, is creating a pulling gravity. It's pulling you out. It's flinging whatever is being spun out. That's going back to that ride at the carnival. If that ride was to not have a top or any kind of stopper on that ride, then it would fling people out of that machine, out of that carnival ride. So anyway, so the whole point is, my mind says, if it flings the liquid, people, whatever you're spinning, out or away, then how can the earth not do the same thing if it's as big as it is, spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, or whatever they say it's spinning at? So anyway, that's kind of really all I got for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel. When you push that subscribe button, push that notification bell so you get updates every time I post a new video. I will be talking about something else Tuesday. I don't like being on one subject for super long. The only reason I'm making this video now is plain and simply because of the fact that I was getting so many comments today and so many questions about why I believe what I believe, why I think what I think. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys think for yourselves. I am giving examples. I'm giving my understanding on what I believe. But anyway, please like it. Please like this video. I would really appreciate it. Really greatly helps out with the YouTube algorithm, and I could really use some people watching my channel. Don't forget about my book. I'm going to put a link in the description for that, like I always do.
And I will be coming out with some merchandise. Probably have to do it on another website, for the simple fact that I'm not big enough on YouTube yet to do it through them. But I will keep y'all updated on that, and I'll keep y'all updated on my new book when it comes out. Like I said in this last video, I'm hoping by the end of September. I'm praying for that. Anyway, leave some comments in the comment section so I know what I need to work on, what I don't need to work on, what you guys like to watch, what you guys like to hear. I got a lot of stuff that I want to do, and so hopefully we can get through this together. I want y'all to feel just as much a part of this channel as I am. Even though I'm technically the creator, I want y'all to feel like your word matters in the world, because it does. It should, at least. If it doesn't, it should. I will probably be one of the few YouTubers on YouTube that actually cares about what their YouTubers want, what they want to see. There's no point of doing my own thing if y'all aren't happy, because then I don't have y'all. So anyway, again, this is Andrew Riley with Breaking the System. I hope you enjoyed it today, and we will see y'all Tuesday. Have a good one.